All right. I'm surprised I haven't done this one yet. It's time to talk about my favorite airplane since Microsoft 2020, the end of Microsoft 2020 for me, and that is the iFly Max 8. I don't know why, but I love this aircraft. I also really love it in this particular scheme, this Globetrotter scheme I made. This livery is just, God, it's gorgeous. But the plane itself, for what it is, and by what it is, I mean, right, like we don't have Fenix abilities. We're not able to, open the doors and do that stuff. But for an aircraft that isn't quite native yet for 2024, it's flippin' fantastic. It really is. It's hard to say otherwise. I mean, look at this stuff. Like it's just it's unbelievable. I love it. I think it's a fantastic airplane. Um, you know, and we'll see what comes with improvements. If they continue to improve the airplane. Um, Cabin is nicely detailed, right? You can open the bins, close the drapes, you know, do the stuff and the things that PMDG now has incorporated into their airplanes, right? And all the things, quote unquote, that you kind of come to expect. But you can open the lavatory, right? You can. I don't know. I know I'm really low, but you can open the door. You can, do the stuff and the things. Um, I don't know why I love this airplane, but I do. Um, it feels a little heavy when it flies, right? It feels like you've got to manhandle a little bit. When you're flying a Boeing, and you're landing, you're moving the yoke, a little bit, as opposed to an Airbus where, I have a side stick, but little adjustments. In a Boeing, you're jerking it around a little bit. You got to do that in this. Um, the EFB, as originally built for 2020, there's still some stuff to be desired, but everything that you need to really get going, right? It's here. So under the fuel imbalance, you go to your weight and balance. You can set everything that you need for your flight, right? The integration isn't quite there yet, all the way. Although you can integrate here, but it doesn't necessarily integrate over here with SimBrief. But the stuff is down here, right? Let's turn the APU on. Let's align. Let's turn our yaw damper on. I don't know why I'm brain farting on it, but I am. It just it's everything that I want in an aircraft. There's complexity, but simplicity that goes with it, right? The lighting is fantastic. I think the bass sounds are very good. They're not great, but they're very good, right? You can hear that APU loading up, right? It's nice, it's loud, it's what it's supposed to be. Once we get this puppy started up with the APU, right? There's the airflow. Right, there's the airflow. Come down here, initialize our position in Sydney, Australia. Boom. There we are. Right. So, as everything goes, the systems do what they need you to do. The flying feels great when you're hand flying it. It's got a little bit of heft to it. It's a Boeing, right? You have to fly it like a Boeing. And then, if you've got a flight plan, which I don't, but let's say, God, what was my last? I think my last one was Honolulu to Midway. Let's see if it was. It was. So I can request a flight plan, right? It'll pop it in there, even though that was for an A321, because I did it in the Flight Sim Labs A321. Did that one overnight. Right, but there you go, ready to load, uplink, loading, bada boom, bada bing, it'll be there for me, right? And you just gotta fill in the rest with your departures and your arrivals, right? So that integration is there. I like being able to do the things over here with the EFB. Let's operate the jetway. I like being able to pull up now. This is something they gotta work on. It'd be great to get that back. But you got terminal charts, right? So usage from here, and you can pull up what you need. For Midway and stuff like that. So again, this is where they've still got to, fill in some of the gaps. Is getting this EFB to be complete like it is in 2020, and I understand that takes time. But the essential stuff, right? All of this stuff is functional. This is as it should be for a Max 8. It feels heavy. Put the flaps down because I hit the wrong button. You've got to set your trim for takeoff, right? You've got to do the stuff and the things that make this feel like an aircraft. And the reason I'm doing this one after the PMDG 737-8 is if you're on the fence between the two, and I hate to say this, even if you owned the 800 for 2020 from PMDG, I'd go spend the 70 on the iFly Max. It's just modern, right? Don't get me wrong, I do love PMDG and what they've got for their airplane. But this thing, if you're looking for a modern aircraft that looks and feels like the real thing, this is pretty damn close. I'm not saying it's perfect. Again, it's not quite the level of PMDG, but they've been updating it. They've got the Navigraph integration. Everything up here is as you would expect it to be, right? The stuff works as you would want it to be. The lighting is very good. Again, I think the sounds are second to none. The stuff in here, right? So let's remove the chocks. Right, so we come down here, sim menu, ground support, chocks, gone. Look at all the things that you can connect: your electric, your pneumatic, your air conditioning, fueling, vacuum for lav. You can connect potable water, air stairs, your galley trucks, your train loader, right? You can change a bunch of things. You can move your pin in and out. You can put reflective cones around everything, right? So let's put some reflective cones. Hey, there they are. Oh, we don't want those there anymore because we're starting up. Hey, there we go. Let's put the covers on the engines, right? So it's just it works. Everything that you would want, those don't, which is unfortunate. But it it does the stuff in the things. You've got a lot of options. You've got your 3 engine options. You can set it between US and metric. Okay. You can say whether or not it's got built-in air stairs, whether or not it's got a Wi-Fi antenna on the back of the aircraft. You can come in here, you can change your autopilot, right? Do you want to have your heading select instead of wings level? I like wing level. I want to make sure I'm flat and level when I go. Right? Oops, next page. Right? You can do a lot of stuff in this airplane. Right? There's a lot of options. Again, very similar to PMDG, but I think for simplicity's sake, it's easier to navigate. It tells you what everything is. PMDG is very, like, you need to know airplanes, you gotta know the lingo. So as an ex-pilot, right, it's easier for me than it might be for everyday people, but this is, this tells you what the stuff is, what it's gonna do, how it can help you, or how it might not help you, right? All the different things that are available to you. So, if you're looking, and it's got headphone simulation, the same as PMDG, and with PMDG, when you put your headphone or your your head noise canceling headphones on, and you start clicking buttons, eventually you stop hearing those clicks. It's a glitch. I haven't had that happen to me with this airplane. Right. It, excuse me, it flies well. It looks good. It has the bells and the whistles that you come to expect a Max to have. It has night lighting. Now, we don't have, the integration here that they have on, PMDG. Ooh, we do have this, though. Nice. Cool. That's a recent load for me. I haven't seen that since well, at least in a while I haven't seen it. So that's nice. It's nice to see that, some little things get added, right? You're not coming over here, you're not futzing with the coffee like you are with the Pimja, but the cabin looks nice for what it is, not overly developed. It saves some of the graphical issues, but when you're over here on the side, your lighting's not coming out the same way it is on PMDG. All right, when I'm over here on the side, I got a nice little lightning show going on over here. Right, so the cabin looks nice. The airplane flies really well. It's something that I highly recommend to people who are looking for that modern airliner, and are modernizing their fleet. Right, this is a great way to modernize the fleet. Check out the iFly Max 8 for all the reasons that I've just explained. Plus, you get your modern airliner, and you can go have some fun with it. There's a lot of options in here, so you can customize to fit your airline, or to fit the airline, the real world ops that you're looking to perform, right? So everything in here works as it should. You can select your, right, when I came into Midway, we came in on ND, Canada, 3-1. Technically, it's 3-1 center. Sorry, in here it's 3-1 center. In real life, now it's 3-1 right. Right? We did all that stuff, right? So you go in, you make sure now you're set to go, and away you go. So if you're looking to add to your fleet something modern, right? You've got plenty of Neo options out there. We don't have a lot of Boeing options, right? You've got PMDG, you've got the CSS 737-500, which is coming along. It needs work still, but this is stable. This works. This looks good, and I can't argue that this is something that it's worth your money. It was definitely worth mine. This is without a doubt. I always, I'll start new airlines in passenger 2X, or I'll go back and switch between whether I'm flying from England to whether I'm flying from England to Boston or whatever over the Atlantic, doing those kinds of ops, or I'm just tooling around from like Milwaukee over to Detroit, right? God, I use this iFly Max so much. Without a doubt, my favorite aircraft, because it's modern, but it flies like a Boeing. It flies like an airplane. It's easy to understand while also offering you the depth that you're going to want in simulation. Whether you're a noob or you're a grizzled simulation veteran of 30 years, you can pick up the iFly Max 8, understand how to start a Boeing and all that, and be off to the races. Right? So hope you guys found this very helpful. Right, it was a little bit of rambling. It's a little bit late for me tonight, but I wanted to pump this guy out after doing the A321 as well, because when I reflected back, I'm like, one, I haven't done one yet for the iFly Max 8, but two, it is without a doubt the aircraft that I use the most. And I wanted you guys to be able to see it, feel it, understand it, and know from my perspective why. So I hope everybody enjoyed. Until next time, see ya.